distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the game changer is still alive. The champion of democracy, our dear governor,
watch now, eh? He's in forever. You should go back now. Eh? This kind of thing.
Welcome to Asalan. Thank you, sir, for the wonderful, indelible structures around history will definitely not forget you. Thank you, our you're doing for the Abia. Thank you, our great leader, for maintaining your position that Abia will continue to take the lead in the committee of things. Thank you, our dear governor.
His Excellency, the Governor of Abia State, because he has done us very well and he has shown us great goodness. Thank you, Your Excellency, for coming. May God bless you richly in Jesus.
All right, thank you, DJ. Thank you. Please, the national anthem. From the governor of a great state, not just the governor, but a performing governor. Thank you so much for this great.
Up for West local government Abalasa. E kama do lab George no na e. Wa so abun da ne ta ko pro no ge. E yo de joko kere ke mo ge hi ogurele.
Nda sakele no.
Yes. I used to go welcome me for here. Go to the top of your people. Because I need to come now. All the trumpets.
Happy to be with you today on this very good day. This brief remark made by the President General of the Development Union, Edawana Kolonwuju, in appreciation of the official flag off ceremony for the reconstruction of Obehie-Umudobia-Owaza Road by His Excellency Dr. Otti, OAR, today, 11th March 2025. All protocol well established. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Psalm 118, verse 24. Your Excellency, our amiable Governor, with joy in my heart, I warmly welcome you to Asaland on behalf of the National Executive Council and the entire members of Asa Development Union on this significant day, marking the official flag off of Obehie-Umudobia-Owaza Road reconstruction project. So this event is yet another glaring testament to your love for Ndasa and your commitment to the development of this blessed land. It gives me joy to recount the development efforts of your administration in Ukwa West local government since you assumed office as the Executive Governor of Abia State on May 29, 2023. You completed and commissioned the Obehie Road within your first 100 days in office and awarded the construction of Umada Ezendioma as a high school junction road, which construction is progressing reasonably. You brought to Asalan the Gangatic Abia Innovation Industrial Park AIIP project, which has gained international acceptance, and its implementation got into the peak with the clearance of financial compensation to the landowners and trooping in of various investors to the park. You went further to issue a renovation order, thereby recovering the over 10,000 acres of land belonging to Asa communities illegally acquired by your predecessor for the ill-fated Enyimba Economic City project. You carried us along in this administration by appointment of our sons into various offices. By your directives and approval, Asapadek has been proactive in provision of the various developmental needs of our people, including road and town hall, reconstruction, building of market stalls, provision of hygienic water schemes, award of scholarships for educational support to students of tertiary and secondary school, etc. We are particularly thankful, Your Excellency, to your lovely gesture of approving this redesign and reconstruction of Asa Civil Center, which currently is nearly 90% completion stage. Ukwa West Local Government Council, under your guidance, sir, has also performed credibly with the reconstruction through fitting of various buildings at the council headquarters, in addition to many other projects and programs. And today, Your Excellency, has, by your physical presence for official flag off and the award of reconstruction of this road, also demonstrated deeper affection for us as people and your ultimate desire for our people to survive. We cannot thank you immensely for the immeasurable goodness that you have done to us. The strategic position of Obehie-Umudobia-Owaza Road and the value that it will add to the livelihood of our people is quite huge, making this project most desirable gesture. Our beloved Governor, may God bless you abundantly in Jesus' mighty name. Your Excellency, much as we sincerely appreciate all you have done for us within this short period, we, like Oliver Tis, cannot continue to ask that you always carry us along in your transformation leadership. I therefore most humbly use this unique event to bring to your attention the following supplication. Your Excellency, we have been made to understand that the revoked Enyimba Economic City land is still gazetted as government-acquired property. May I humbly request, sir, that you consider releasing the revoked lands to the owners to enable our people continue their farming. Please, sir. The issue of healthcare delivery is at the top of challenges bedewing us here in Ukwa West Local Government. Please, sir, I urge you to consider revitalizing and upgrading the Ukwa General Hospital, Okibe, and the Cottage Hospital, Owaza, to become referral center. There are also need to fully equip these centers and deploy many capable doctors and nurses to make them more efficient. Your Excellency, I personally appeal on behalf of Ndasa for you to consider the construction of Umezeke Obehie-Umudobia Road, which is another major economical strategic road connecting hundreds of our farmers to various markets for the posting of their farmer produce. Two officers of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps were attacked and their gun taken away by yet to identify gunmen on the 25th of February 2025 inside the forest of Obehie-Umudobia community near their boundary with some communities in Oyi-Igbo River State. Since then, all the residents of Obehie-Umudobia have been chased out of their homes and their houses to properties continue to be destroyed by men of the NCDC. I wish to, by this medium, call on Your Excellency to intervene, ensuring that these people return to their homes and proper investigation carried to unravel the killers and recover the missing guns. One of our beloved sons, sir, please, sir, I beg again. Pastor Promise Onwukwe, the legislative staff working with Abia House of Assembly some months ago, has issue in the service. However, the matter was thoroughly looked into by the Civil Service Commission, and he has cleared, directed to be restrained and paid all his withheld salary, effect from 15 May 2022. However, this young man is yet to be restated by the clerk of the House of Assembly, and all his salaries withheld to date, despite the directives, various agencies, including recently from the head of service. I sincerely apologize to whatever his offense that attracted this action. Please, sir, we humbly appeal our amiable governor, direct the clerk of the house to reinstate him and pay all his salaries, since the matter has been resolved. Please, sir. In conclusion, before I conclude, sir, I want to appreciate the people's mayor of
for the two things in the Otti, old boy. I'm a midget at Nabumungwa High School. And the Palagwandengwa High School. We stand for intellectualism and excellence. And all your programs have been built on theory. Oh, and that's it. Not the midget school. But you go slow, not the midget school as a foundation. Let me hear what they song on. Even Rosa didn't make to pursue industrial layout. They will not go here, issue them. Oh, yeah, they house. Jineke more wisdom. But I've been supporting you for one reason. The President General but the intangible simmer. Was with friends in about 2-3 last week for ministers' conference. And everywhere we entered was so clean and beautiful. It was like we wanted to recreate London in Abia. I am not ashamed to say that because my essence of being in politics is effective, efficient, and good governance. And from wherever you came, using your personal resources and so on, it has shown it's a very wonderful ambition. It's manifest, very clear. The sanitary situation is beautiful. Today, I am an enjoyment man, a clergy, but I love to enjoy life. Because he says, my father owns everything to 1,000 cows. He has given me age at over 60. So the next thing is to thank him and be useful. I have pensioners as friends. For those who ask what you are doing, talking about major projects or mega projects. And I tell them, what is development without foundation? My friends who are pensioners, I hope that is correct. Today, as I'm living here today, one is waiting for me in Umwaya to take me out. And yet it wasn't the case 2 years ago. So why wouldn't I be happy that you are keeping people alive? Somebody shout hallelujah. Finally, because there were many more to say about you. And the employment of teachers. You make sure not all the people into critical areas, science and all that. 5,000 persons. So before I leave, President Taiko Kandasa, but there's a low-hanging fruit in the just you with it, make pronouncement on it. Asamogoko, Abugumere, Asamogoko, and I'm not having been a city from an oil producing area. And how many years? I want to better when knowledge does not precede vision, a crash is inevitable. So it will take under 100 million working with your chairman and a few of us interested. Maybe before Easter, Let me tell you the seed you will sow. Plus, in the corner way, my palm say, I hope I because he had to ask person talk to person. Person understand. Somebody echo after me. Person talk to person. Person talk to person. Person understand. Person talk to person. Now we talk to our governor. Governor understand. So, Governor, you are dealing with very faithful people. Anywhere I know, we may not be billionaires, but we don't lack honor. Where I was, when I have been, every time of the last fight, my wife told me impeach their friend Abaribe. It took Ukwa legislators to stand. My wife to Chris Thomas as deputy governor. One of our sons, Chinedu Eleski, has to lose his position as deputy speaker. People like us have not been announced. It's not important. We run like intellectual. But to Abraham the anchor, I did the election in 2000 and what? 2007. Because when they came and wrote the results, when they came and brought in army, Obibo mafias trained in the best of Mazik tradition. Why did he want to take away the soldiers' weapons? They didn't know. Somebody shout hallelujah. We have returned to do it for you. Because he was matter. People criticize again. Please don't reply. Happens so why that life can indeed be difficult for the blind sometimes. He didn't move both in intangible, the democratic space come and even enjoy. Dogs say they harass him. I stopped to buy banana. That is democratic temperament. I don't give him a rendasa. Go away with the support. I'm going to give you 100% support. He didn't get the election on God. He didn't get an Alba. He didn't get an Alba. He didn't get an Alba. Over the second tenor, somebody shout hallelujah.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Pastor Alfebu, a clergy, a politician, and a sound orator. Thank you. The next is
for his love for Abia State and his special love for Ukwa people. Like somebody here mentioned, Ukwa was one of the first places that His Excellency, even in that very day, when he should have been having an occasion in the state, but he came to Abia State. He came to Ukwa local government. He came to Obehie here to commission a road we inherited from our predecessors, and by his enablement, we were able to rush it up and concluded it. And since then, the road has been in use. His Excellency, we thank you for that. We thank you also for giving us the go ahead to do things that we deem necessary for our people. And our people, you can see that we have touched many areas in this Ukwa West. We have also gone beyond Ukwa West. In Umuahia, in Ukwa East, we have done things to make sure that there are problems, especially the problem of drinking water, the problem of meeting places, and other, even educational problems are handled. We couldn't have done that without the support, the approval of His Excellency. Your Excellency, sir, our people have made a lot of requests here. and there are still some more to make. But honestly, many things are not said in the open, and so it may not be long. We'll be coming to for some other requests to ensure that your vision, your commitment, and your drive in Imo State will help to extend it and to carry it to the nooks and crannies.
Imo State.
Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Abia State, Dr. Alex Choma, OFR. You are welcome, sir. Please permit me, let me stand on the already established protocol. First, in my former place of work, there was something that was very predominant, and that is standard. Anything you do in Shell, there's a share standard. You give contract, let it be share standard. Anything, even when you go to lunch, people will pack food. When you ask, they say it's share standard. I didn't know God in his own wisdom was preparing me to come and work under a man whose standard is also international standard. Your Excellency, I thank you so much. It's a privilege to work under you, and I can never take it for granted. Thank you, sir. Nna salila dengo na governor ya biara. O nwere ihe nye kara unu gbasara ụzọ a na-eru ka ọtụtụ n'ime anyị amaghị. Ụzọ ahịa Uzak Uto-Owaza ihe akpọ bụ Shea Farm Road, Shea Feeder Road, the traditional road Chineke kere ke ndị Owaza bụ Obehie-Umudobia-Owaza. That is the road, our traditional road. And now the people ndị leader adịghị that n'ụzọ bụ ụzọ Shea Petroleum Company gara Uto-Owaza in 1950s when oil was discovered in commercial quantity. Apart from the helicopters ejeme agagharị ka ọ bụ ụzọ ndị Shell gara Uto. But Your Excellency, it's really an irony that it took about 69 years for this road to be brought to the standard it deserves. Thank you, sir. This road for me now has become a landmark. Ihe ababiawa ekwusi n'okporo ụzọ gesi adrọpụ ọgụ n'ụzọ adịrụ enwere drainage ọwụkọ nwa ọwụka nkọ. All the goods, there is no road on Ukwa West and East today that is of this standard. We thank you so much. Your Excellency and the Ndaili Radengo, Uso Bogunani Umudobia, I mean Obehie-Umudobia-Owaza. This road connects to one local government in a Univer State, which is a local government. From tradition, from the word go, the shortest, safest way or road for the Odogwa, Akwa, Olaku 1 and 2, Ebui, Ochokocho, Komoko, even in Gritali, Obus of Miagawa, Agafe, Odogwa, Maputo. This is their safest road to Aba. Your Excellency, you are opening Obehie-Umudobia-Owaza and Eche local government in River State. Thank you so much, sir.
Candidate, engineer, sir.
Nasa Mamanu, Asakelewano, Your Excellency, the Executive Governor, Chairman Dasa, Ebiarolo, because it's not Obugutane Ngaibidoro to work with you and work for you. Oya Makwanogo, what you have done by now should decide to work with the government of Abia State as at today. Before you contested the election, people macharage what you can do. But as it is today, that it's different from what it used to be. Sometimes, what happened in the past or what has happened in the past, you will think that maybe there are much more money that is coming into your government. You have enumerated a lot of developmental projects that you have brought into Abia State in general. But it's not, because as at the time the previous governments were leading, we had dollar rates at $400 naira per dollar. Today, you know what the dollar rate is. So the functional money that you are using, others have seen it and they misused it. But you are currently using what you have to develop the entire Abia State. So why will I not support you and support you vehemently, support you in everything you do? And so on behalf of all of us, we have reasoned it. I'm an ABGA candidate. I was an ABGA candidate, Federal House. And it was because of that problem that I contested the election 2023. And we have seen changes from when I contested the election and today. So why can't we come together and support a moving train? So Omute, we are here together to build a wall of support to say that by 2027, what happened in 2023 will never repeat again. And so I move that we are unanimously supporting the candidature of Dr. Alex Otti come 2027. I so move.
We got a lot of high that gave me line. Going back, Your Excellency. All the way to go to Obunama, Jesus.
Thank you. Biko, another round of applause. Thank
All right, thank you. Thank you. Roads are already in the 2025 budget. So those roads will be flagged off any moment from now. On the issue of power, I'm sure you would know what we are doing with power. As I leave here, I'm going to instruct the Honorable Commissioner for Power and Public Utilities to come back here, evaluate what is required with a view to ensuring that power is restored here. I have no doubt that before the end of the month, you will have power here. On the issue of water, this year is a year that we have declared emergency on water. We have already started. In most places in Umuahia and Aba don't have water. We've taken over 9 months to study what the problem is, and we have found a solution. So in no distant future, I believe that water revolution will get here. Ukwa, the land of liquid gold. Fertile land and resilient men and women paints the clearest picture of God's generosity to Abia and Indiabia. I was very touched when one of the speakers, I think it was Pastor Raf Ebu, talked about your people. That you are people of integrity, people of honor, people who say one thing and do it. People who don't genuflect. That is the kind of people that I like. This land perpetually reminds us that ours is a great destiny, because everything required to achieve greatness has been placed here by the benevolence of the Creator. Beyond its rich supply of natural resources, the geographical resource elements in this region set it apart as a gold mine of opportunities, blending the endless blessings of the sun at dawn with the extravagant riches of the oceans from across its boundary. Even with all its riches and glory, Ukwa also points to all that has gone wrong with the placement of our socioeconomic priorities over the last few decades. Long before the helicopters of the oil companies began circling our skies, Ukwa has since been established as a major agricultural belt, thanks to its extensive spread of fertile land and generous aquatic produce for the local and regional markets. The discovery of oil and subsequent production activities placed the land on the global economic map, significantly boosting its contribution to the regional and national treasury. Unfortunately, the economic boom that came with the discovery and production of crude oil did not bring the expected development to Paland. Rather than rapid socioeconomic turnaround, what happened was a tragic betrayal of the high hopes and expectations that had heralded the discovery of oil in the late 50s. Environmental degradation, neglect, and a terrible culture of exploitation and political opportunism became the reality of the land, as the people were left to wallow in penury, unable to continue their traditional occupation, nor chart new paths for themselves, as they became virtually locked in for reasons of poor access roads and the inadequacy of means to pursue their dreams in safer destinations. Hope quickly gave way to despair, and as the years went by, many quietly surrendered to the harsh reality of the environment, living only on the memories of one's glorious past. Ukwa and the communities around this district largely mirror the ugly state of affairs in Abia when we assumed office on May 29, 2023. The streets have since been taken over by mountains of refuse heaps and major urban roads overgrown with weeds. Several communities in at least 2 local government areas were firmly under the control of non-state actors. Payment of salaries and pensions were treated as discretionary undertakings, done at the pleasure of the political authorities, and across the wider national community, our dear state have become the butt of crude jokes and ridicule. Fixing the state and resetting it on a new trajectory was a mission many tagged impossible, owing to years of betrayal and steelbacks by political actors. But we came on the strength of a covenant we entered with God and the people. We have not just come to serve, but to do so in a way that would inspire a new culture of excellence, dedication, and courage in public service. While interacting with India last Friday, I made it clear that we are not where we wish to be yet, but it is now beyond dispute that this is no longer the Abia of old. A new thing has happened. Thank you. A new thing has happened, and the promise of the new Abia is beginning to certain. The streets of Abia today are cleaner than they had ever been in decades. Workers and retirees now know with certainty when their entitlements will hit their bank accounts. And for the first time in many years, we have opened employment into the state civil service to a wide population of applicants through a competitive and transparent process, so that qualified individuals, irrespective of their political and economic background, can have a shot at a proper job. Rules that have been abandoned for ages are being fixed without political considerations. And of course, we have recovered every inch of Abia territory that was under the control of criminals prior to our assumption of office. The joyful atmosphere around here this afternoon is proof that we are moving in the right direction. Today, we officially declare that the era of neglect of Ukwa and all the communities within the land is over. You will not only get what is due you at the resource allocation table, the various levers of our administration shall collaborate extensively with the agencies like the Abia State Oil Producing Area Development Commission as SOPADEC, Niger Delta Development Commission NDDC, and other interventionist establishments to restore the year that have been lost to the politics of exclusion and deceit. On this note, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me with immense joy welcome you to the formal flag-off of the construction of the 11.1 kilometer Obehie-Umudobia-Owaza road here in Ukwa West. I want to thank you for the warm reception and the happy expressions on your faces. A new age begins today, and all we have come to do is to be witnesses to history. Recall that in September 2023, we performed the groundbreaking ceremony for the Abia Industrial and Innovation Act, AIIP, at Owaza, where incidentally, this road will ultimately lead to, as the Commissioner for Works, Engineer Don Otumcheroti, had rightly stated. This 11.1 kilometer road, which will pass through several major communities and clans in Ukwa West, will boost the marketability and viability of the AIIP and effectively assure the investors that we are determined to deliver on our commitment as a government to achieve the promises of the park, which will be the first of its kind in this part of the world. I'd like to inform you, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, that just a few days ago, I believe it was on Friday, we got the good news that the federal government has approved a modular refinery which will be sited inside the AIIP. That modular refinery is being built, land has already been allocated, is being built by HIS Refining and Petrochemicals Company Limited. May I also use this opportunity to appreciate the investors who are actively subscribing to the AIIP for their faith and optimism. My assurance is that every support we can give as a government shall be availed you as we work together to create a robust industrial cluster that will accelerate the rapid socio-economic development of the region and fast-track the restoration of the years that have been lost to poor leadership. Significant changes will happen in the socio-economic landscape of this area before the end of the year, when this road will expectedly be completed. These changes will manifest along the frontiers of job creation as new businesses spring up, expansion of opportunities for local entrepreneurs and new investors, and extension of the Aba Urban Corridor. This project is therefore not just about creating access to the towns and villages along these axes. It is more about reviving dormant economic assets, opening new horizons, and reigniting the dreams that once stirred the soul of our fathers. The story of the new Abia represents the triumph of a people over seemingly impossible difficulty, teaching us how to win if we do not yield to despair. Ukwa shall no longer be a forgotten place. Your land will yield forth its best fruits, and your barns shall never be empty again. You will enjoy the riches of the environment, and the oil in your land shall bring you boundless prosperity. Those who dare will win, and the produce from your land shall travel through seas to where they earn the best rewards. Restoring the glory of Ukwa land is a responsibility we must collectively rise to shoulder as community stakeholders and leaders. The timely completion of this project will be impossible if we do not give the required support to the contractor and his team. We may suffer occasional traffic and environmental inconveniences as the bulldozers and other earth-moving equipment begin to do their work, but those intermittent disturbances will be foundation for the smooth access road we shall begin to enjoy in a short time. On this note, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, permit me to thank the contractor who has already started work before this flag off, and that is to show you that this is a very, very serious project. This project will be supervised by the State Ministry of Works, heavily led by the Honorable Commissioner. You will do well to support them by regularly bringing to their attention any development that may take away from the desired outcome. This is your project, and your input will never be undervalued. On a final note, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, development projects such as this will be impossible without your tax revenue. I will again invite individuals and businesses operating anywhere in the state to make a commitment to regularly pay their taxes and other statutory fees to the government. If there's anything we have sufficiently demonstrated in the last 21 months, it is the fact that with deliberate planning and prudent application and management of resources, widespread development is not only possible, but can be attained quickly. Let me also respond to one other request that was made about a pastor promise. I'm just getting to know about it. I hear it's something that happened a year or so before our administration. So I've instructed the my special advisor, monitoring and evaluation, to engage with the head of service so that we can get to know what the problem is and solve it as quickly as possible. In our administration, we do not take kindly to people being punished unjustly, and we do not take pride in people being made to suffer. So it's unfortunate that his situation has been like this, but since you brought it up, if you had brought it up earlier, maybe we would have been able to deal with it before now. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me once again thank you for being part of this flag off. Thank the children from St. Anne's School. Thank you for your presentation. Thank you for being part of this event, and I hope that you will continue to do well in your studies. I'd like to thank the gentleman and his group that also gave us a cow. We say thank you very much. On this note, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite all the people who have
His Excellency, our capacity to deliver